Hello everybody, AMP Futures here bringing you another video tutorial. Today's topic, we're going to go ahead and cover a new feature now available with TradingView using your live AMP Futures CQG connection. The new feature that we're going to demonstrate is OCO bracket orders. This is a feature that we've been waiting to be developed within the TradingView software, so we're definitely excited and happy to announce that it is now available and ready to go. So let's go ahead and get right into the demonstration. In short, you're pretty much now able to add bracket orders, which is a stop loss, and take profit to your orders and positions within TradingView. They can be added whether you're creating a new order or at a later stage by editing an existing order. You can add stop loss and take profit orders using an order dialog window just like before. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate two methods on how to enter bracket orders on TradingView. We're going to show you how to do it directly off the chart, and we're going to show you how to do it directly off the DOM. So let's start first by placing a bracket order directly off the chart. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to identify a price level where we want to enter the market, whether we're going long or short, by hovering our mouse cursor on a specific price level on the chart. So in this case, 28.4175. As you can see, my mouse cursor is hovered. You can see there's a little bold highlight at that price. Next step is right-clicking with my mouse on the chart, and then I'm going to go ahead and select Trading within the context menu, and you're going to see the available options in terms of order types that I can place based on where my mouse cursor was hovered. So in this case, I can place a sell limit for two contracts at 28.4175, or I can place a buy stop for two contracts at 28.41.75. So I'll just go ahead and select sell limit, for example, and also we're looking at the March mini S&P contract. All right, so then it brings up this trade ticket that you see on the screen here. All right, so before this bracket order function was available, you would practically only see the top half of this ticket. You wouldn't see this section right here in the middle. All right, so this is where the new bracket parameters have been added. So now you'll see two checkboxes, stop loss and take profit. So the first step is you want to check stop loss, you want to check take profit. This is going to activate and give you the ability to enter in the values for your bracket order. So right now, I'm setting these values before I enter the position. All right, so there's also a way to do it after the fact you enter the position, which I'll demonstrate in a few moments here. All right, so first thing you're going to notice is you have two ways of entering the values for the bracket order. You can do it either by price, which basically means you enter the specific price of where you want your stop loss and your take profit, or pips, also known as ticks. All right, so it defaults the values to 25 and 75. That's a bit wide for my liking, so I'm going to go ahead and narrow that down to 8, for example, for the stop loss, and 8 for the profit target. Okay, so again, two ways of doing it, specific price or just based on pips. All right, so the one thing I like, though, is whatever method you decide to use, you'll see the equivalent on the other side. So in this case, if I'm choosing price, you'll see pips on the right side. If I choose pips here, you can see now price on the right side. Basically, the roles switch. Okay, so in this case, if I'm going to enter a short position at 28.41.75, and I've had 8-tick stop loss with an 8-tick profit target, this would mean that I would have a buy stop at 28.4375 and a buy limit at 28.3975. And now you can see that there's a visual there of that actual confirmation. So I like that because it lets you know that you're entering the right values. Once you have all that in place, everything's correct, then you're going to go and hit the sell button here to actually place the entry order. And there you go. So now I have my sell limit working at 28.41.75. There's my buy limit at 28.39.75. And then if I scroll just a bit on the chart here, scrunch it down, there's my buy stop at 28.43.75. All right, so if I go ahead and collapse, or better yet, activate my trade panel here, you can see now that I have my working order visual sell limit for two contracts at 28.39.75. And then you notice here in the inactive column, you can see the bracket order is in effect. The reason why it's displayed in inactive is because the sell limit has not been filled yet. The market has to come up to the sell limit, fill me at 28.41.75 before the bracket order actually comes into effect, meaning that the orders are actually working. Okay, so it's what we call child orders, which is the bracket orders, and then you have the parent order, which generates the child orders, which is the entry order to get into the position. In this case, the sell limit. All right, the one thing I also like about TradingView is it gives you a visual of the bracket order even though the bracket technically isn't working yet. So you can see that I have my sell limit working at 28.39.75, but then if you notice, you can see that the buy stop there is at 43.75, And you can also see that there's a buy limit at 39.75. And if you notice, the orders, they have kind of a transparent visual to them. So it's kind of letting you know that the bracket's there, but it's technically not working yet because this sell limit has not been filled yet. But if you notice, the sell limit has a darker appearance to it because it's actually working on the exchange. All right, so that's pretty much how you place a bracket order directly off the chart. I'm going to cancel these orders out here, and now I'm going to go show you a demonstration on the DOM. All right, so the DOM, basically what we'll do now is we'll either left-click in the buy column or left-click in the sell column to place a working order. So what I'll do is, let's say I want to place a buy limit at 28.38 even. So left-click, and notice it brings up the same exact ticket. Okay, so now I'm going to check stop loss. I'm going to check take profit. And if you notice, it's pretty much the same thing. There's really no difference in how you set the bracket order. The only difference this time was I didn't place the order directly off the chart. I placed the order directly off the DOM. But the ticket itself that's populated looks exactly the same. Now this time, just for demonstration purposes, I'll go ahead and show you how to do it based on specific price. So if I were to buy at 28.38 even, then let's say I would like to have a sell stop at 28.36. So I'll just basically type in 28.36.00, and then I'm going to have a profit order at 28.40. All right, so again, you can see the equivalent to the right there, 8 pips, 8 pips, something I like a lot because it's giving you a confirmation exactly, on both sides of what you're doing. All right, and then also there's a little risk calculator too that's at the bottom there. Basically, it's risk reward and risk reward ratio. Basically calculates when you create a stop loss and take profit order. As you can see there, about 7%. So those numbers will change as you increase contracts, for example. All right, so in this case, let's just do a one lot for now. Just keep it as a 2. All right, so now once everything is set correctly, as we have done here, I'm going to go ahead and hit buy. And there you go, same thing. So the only difference is we're entering a long position versus a short position, but the same thing. You can see there's my sell limit at 28.40, and there's my sell stop at 28.36. But the buy limit is working to get filled first at 28.38, also known as the parent order. All right, if you go back to the trade panel once again, there's the working order, and there's the inactive bracket orders that are waiting to be placed once the parent order limit order is filled. Okay, so that's pretty much how you do the bracket order directly off the DOM. Very similar. It's exactly the same in terms of entering the values. The only difference is how you place the trade, which is placing it directly off the DOM. All right, so I'm going to hit cancel all, and now we're back to a clean slate. So now let me show you what a bracket order looks like when we're actually in a position. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just place a market order here off the DOM. I'll hit buy market. It opens up this trade ticket. I'll hit stop loss, take profit. Again, you have to make sure you check those two options in order for you to activate the values for the bracket order. I'll do 8-tick stop loss. We'll do 8-tick profit target. There's the prices. Now I'm going to hit buy. And then we just got filled. So let's see where we got filled at. Let's see if we click positions here, I bought one at 28.40.5. So if that's the case, if I had an 8-tick profit with an 8-tick stop loss, my sell limit should be at 28.42.5, and my sell stop should be at 28.38.5. All right, so as you can see, it's exactly that. All right, so that's basically what it looks like. And now notice too, when you go to the orders section, there's no inactive orders anymore. The orders are actually working because I'm now in the position. Okay, so that's pretty much what the bracket order will look like when you're in the actual position. Now, I mentioned earlier, what's nice about TradingView is if, let's say, you forget to attach the bracket order when you're already in the position. Okay, so for example, you're basically in a naked position with no profit target and no stop loss. All right, on some other trading platforms, you're not going to be able to add that function. You have to do it before you get into the position. With TradingView, you have the ability to add or apply a bracket order to an open position once you're already in it. So let me demonstrate. I'm going to just cancel out the working orders, but I'm still in the position. You can see that I'm long one. I'm losing $25 on the trade. You can notice here my position's still there, but notice there's no working orders. So what I do is I go to the Positions tab here, and notice this little edit icon right there to the left of the X. If I click it, it basically brings up a mini dialog box, which allows you now to go ahead and put in the values for the stop loss and the take profit. So I'll just do 8 ticks for the take profit, hit modify, and now you can see the bracket order has been applied. All right, so that's something that that I really like about the trading platform is even if you forget to apply the bracket order before entering the position, you can go ahead and still apply it to an existing open position. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just flatten out the position here. And now we're out of the position. Our orders are now canceled, so we're back to a clean slate. A couple other things I want to mention as well is there's two modes of bracket management within TradingView. All right, so you can switch between them by clicking the Preferences menu icon, which is this little icon here. It looks like almost like gears of an engine. And it's usually to the right of your account number. This is obviously a demo account. But if I click here, you'll see brackets management. There's a checkbox there. Okay, so this is important to cover. So basically when bracket management, when that box is checked as it is now, stop loss and take profit orders are going to be modified automatically. And basically here's what gets modified. Bracket orders are automatically canceled if the position is closed or reversed. Bracket orders are automatically modified when the quantity of the main position changes. Older bracket orders are automatically canceled. Quantities in new bracket orders are automatically adjusted. And here's pretty much how it works. So let's assume that we have a position with bracket orders. And if an order with stop loss and take profit gets executed, the old bracket orders are canceled and the quantity in the new stop loss and take profit orders are adjusted accordingly to the quantity in the position itself. Now, another thing that I want to mention to you that's very important is your browser tab, since TradingView is a web-based platform, it has to be open and you need to be connected to your CQG data provider in order for you to manage the bracket orders. Okay, so let me kind of take a step back and just kind of give you a recap of what brackets management does. Okay, so ideally, in my opinion, it's probably important to have this checked. It's all personal preference, but let me explain what it does. So I'm going to leave it checked right now, as you can see, and I'm going to get into a position here. All right, I'm just going to set a very basic bracket. 8 ticks on the stop loss, 8 ticks for the profit target. Okay, I'm just going to get into the position. Okay, so you can see that I'm long one from 28.40 and a quarter. You can see my take profits at 42 and a quarter, and my stop loss is at 28.38 and a quarter. Okay, so you can see that on the chart. You can see that on the dome. So if I want to scale into the position, right? Let's say I want to add another contract and basically be long 2 instead of long 1. If this is unchecked, then what happens is the bracket, the profit target, and stop loss, the quantities stay at 1. All right, so which is not what I want. I would want it to adjust to 2 as I'm scaling into the position, or vice versa. If I have multiple contracts into a position and I'm scaling out of it, then I want the quantities to adjust automatically. So watch, if I add another contract, if I go long here, all right, so watch, I'm just going to go and just buy here. All right, so I just bought another one. So now if you notice, I'm long 2, but notice the stop loss and the take profit, the quantities automatically adjusted to 2. Okay, so I'm a big fan of that. It just makes it a lot easier to manage, more efficient, because I don't have to go in there and manually adjust the quantities for each leg of the bracket. The bracket management did that for me. Okay, so that's basically what bracket management will do. It's going to automatically adjust, if you're scaling into positions. Let me go ahead and actually scale out of a position. So let's say I'm long 2 right now. So if I were to sell 1 at the market, then these bracket values should adjust to 1. So I'm just going to hit sell here. All right, and now you can see that the stop loss has adjusted to 1 and the take profit has adjusted to 1. So it just makes it easier to scale in and out of positions without going in there and adjusting the quantities for each leg of the bracket as you're doing so. All right, so let's just go ahead and real quick, I'm going to uncheck it now. And just keep in mind when bracket management box is unchecked, each trade can have its own take profit and stop loss orders. All right, and bear in mind that they'd have to be managed manually. However, TradingView has added notifications for sake of convenience, so you can keep an eye on them since they help you stay informed of any recent changes. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I've unchecked it, right? It's no longer checked, but watch what happens if I hit buy market. Notice now I'm long 2, but you can see the stop loss, 1 contract, and the take profit is at 1 contract. So that means that the brackets didn't adjust because I didn't have bracket management checked. All right, so I just want to let you know, it's pretty important. It's up to you, personal preference on how you want to manage it. For my demonstration, I'm going to leave bracket management checked for now. And that's pretty much how you implement the bracket order within TradingView. It's very easy, very straightforward. If you have any questions about this, please contact our 24-hour support team. We're available around the clock, both direct phone support, as well as live chat support. You can reach us at www.ampfutures.com, or you can call us directly toll-free at 1-800-560-1640. Extension 1 will get you transferred over to the 24-hour help desk. In the meantime, thank you very much for your valuable time. Thanks for dropping by. We appreciate your support. Definitely subscribe to our channel at www.youtube.com, AMP Futures. Again, thank you very much for your time, and happy trading.